Hey there, it's Brian here. I want to ask you something real quick. Do you ever deal with stinkin thinking? You know, stinkin thinking? You know what that is? It's those thoughts in your head. You're like, where the heck did that come from? Or that perpetual circle of negative self-talk. You know, that constant voice in your head. I'm not talking about like hearing voices, but we seem to have almost like a record player sometimes of, well, you're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that. You'll never amount to anything. Who are you fooling? You're never going to be good enough to get that promotion. You're never going to be able to do what you're doing. You're never going to have the money to do this. You're never. Constantly, you're isolated, you're alone, your situation's hopeless. All these kind of things going on in this mind of ours. It's called stinking thinking. And then sometimes there's thoughts that just aren't right. They just simply aren't right. It's just not good. Our minds are so incredibly powerful, and they can be used for a lot of good because God really took a lot of time to make our minds incredibly powerful. But you know what? Our minds can also be used for bad, for evil. Believe it or not, whether you believe it or not, there is a real devil, and he hates you, absolutely hates you. And he's going to do everything he can to constantly be feeding your mind with enough negativity that your mind just runs with things and lies and negative self-talk and thoughts that are really just not good. But you know what the cure is for negative thinking? You know what the cure is for stinking thinking? It's found in the Bible, Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." And that is something I think everybody needs, is the renewing of our minds, because if left unchecked, our minds can just go crazy, down crazy different roads. But we don't have to stay that way. We don't have to conform to the pattern of this world. If we choose to follow Jesus and choose to allow him to renew our minds. That's what God wants for our lives. We're not designed to be negative self-thinkers. That's just not the way it is supposed to be. So I want to challenge you, if you're dealing with those things, and so many people are, no matter what your thoughts are, I want to challenge you to think differently, because your thoughts really, really go a long ways in impacting your life. It makes a big difference what you think about. So think about what you're thinking about. If you got stinking thinking, there's a cure. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.